Good morning. I think that social justice warriors are boring, and I think they know it themselves. I was following this discussion on social media yesterday, and this was a very typical, familiar example to many of us. We have this Swedish woman, her name is Anna, and she has been talking about the Vaseline, telling people to look into it more closely, presenting views, statistics and stuff. And now she's more and more sensitive. So she asked this question to her followers. She said, "Where can I go? I can't stay here anymore. I can't speak freely anymore. I have to go somewhere else. So where can I go?" And then she got suggestions from people on different platforms where there is free speech. And then she got comments from social justice warriors. And you know what they said? They said, "Don't leave. Don't go there. You can't go there because there's only bad people there. You see. Stay." So what's going on here? Well, I think it's like this. People are leaving these social media platforms that deal with censorship, and they go to other places. And then the people who are left, who are they? See? Well, they are not very exciting people. Political correctness is so boring. And they want to talk to all people, right? They don't want to listen to all people, but they want to reach. They want to be able to reach everybody. This is the game for them, right? They are fighting these bad people. So what if they leave? Well, it's just them left discussing among themselves. And they are not exciting people. This will not be fun. Same thing with mainstream media. As people are ignoring mainstream media, the people in mainstream media are upset about this, of course, because they can't reach these people. It's a powerful thing, ignoring and leaving. Yeah. Well, the thing is, we don't need them, do we? Who needs somebody to tell you, judging you, about what you think? I don't need that. People don't need them. They need us, though. Yeah. So, now I want to tell you something. This is very hot, I think. It's from the Council of Europe. It may sound boring, but it's not. This is very hot. It's about the shot and mandatory shots, okay? And you can tell people about this. If they tell you you have to take the shot, you can tell them this, definitely. Okay, so the Council of Europe, they have 47 member states. It's not the EU. This is different. There's something called the European Council, to confuse things. And that's EU. European Council is the EU. This is something else. The Council of Europe. And they have meetings. And they had a meeting in January where they talked about mandatory shots. And this is what they said. Ensure that citizens are informed that the shot is not mandatory. Not with capital letters. All right. So in short, this is advice to the governments in Europe. You need to inform your citizens that it's not mandatory. You have to tell them. Right. And that no one is politically, socially, or otherwise pressured to get themselves the shot if they do not wish to do so themselves. And then they said, ensure that no one is discriminated. Wow, this is hot, isn't it? Ensure that no one is discriminated against for not having the shot due to possible health risks or not wanting the shot. See? Okay, so this is what they tell the governments. This is what you need to do. The Council of Europe, their resolutions are not legally binding. But usually governments follow them. This is important, you see. So what do you think happened? Well, what do the governments in Europe think about this, you think? Well, here's something. The Swedish government. First of all, there's no mention of this in mainstream media that I have seen. And then the Swedish government, they summarized this meeting on the government website. This they did on the 29th of January, and there was no mention of this. Not a single word. Yeah. So why didn't you mention this, Swedish government? Maybe you have some plans, right? Maybe you want it to be mandatory, and now the Council of Europe tells you you can't. You know, you have to tell people even that it's not mandatory. Is this why you didn't mention it on your website? And you can't discriminate people if they don't want the shot. This is what the Council of Europe says. Why didn't you mention this on your website? It's not important. Right. Oh, these politicians, they can go somewhere. I will not say where. Yeah. Anyway, that's good news, isn't it? Yeah. It's not just the people who think like this. And I'm sure this has got to do with the Nuremberg Code. Yeah. You can't do this, you see. You can't make it mandatory, and you can't discriminate because you don't take it. Well, all right. Be good.